Tonight, a bushfire near Moonee destroys thousands of hectares.
A Harristown man dies in a tragic crash.
Calls for funding to combat obesity.
And an alleged hoon charged with more than 100 offences.
This is 7 News with Rob Brough and Joanne Desmond.
Good evening. Thanks very much for joining us.
Good evening.
Dry conditions have fueled the flames of an out-of-control bushfire near Moonee. The blaze has wiped out 18,000 hectares of land, and residents have been warned to prepare to leave.
Once lush bushland now looks like a disaster zone. Extreme weather conditions are causing havoc on the Western Downs.
The Weir River fire, which is just to the north of the Moonee township, is currently at about 18,000 hectares in size. It is a large forest fire. We've just upgraded that to a watch and act, prepare to leave.
Firefighters and water bombers from across the state have been tasked to fight the blaze, while other rural service crews deploy strike teams and report back to headquarters.
We currently have about 104 firefighters on the ground operating, 54 fire units, 8 pieces of heavy plant dozers and 8 aircraft operating across the fireground today.
Local farmers are lending a hand, but the flames are leaving nothing in their wake. Firefighters have been fighting the flames since Tuesday, and while the dry conditions aren't ideal, the wind has eased for crews today.
Which has made it much easier for our firefighters on the ground. But this afternoon, these predicted winds that come through with the storms are going to make it really tough for them out there to contain the fires.
It was initially believed farm structures had been damaged, but firefighters say they were able to defend them from the flames.
We're really pleased to say that we've been able to save a number of homes.
The cause of the bushfire is suspicious and investigations are ongoing.
Accidental fires happen. People that deliberately lighting some fires make it really hard for us to comprehend and do the work we've got to do on it. And we don't see any end in sight at the moment.
Jessie St Ledger, 7 News.
A Harristown man has died in a fiery early morning crash at Biddiston after his hatchback collided with a pole and burst into flames. It's prompted a plea from first responders who say confronting crash scenes are the worst part of their job.
Twisted and crumpled, this was a Mazda hatchback after it smashed into a telegraph pole on Toowoomba Cecil Plains Road, Biddiston, just before 6 this morning.
The vehicle that you can see behind me was well involved in fire upon arrival. The crews went into action quite quickly with our Case 1 hose lines and extinguished that fire.
The driver, a 46-year-old Harristown man, was trapped inside the smoking wreck. He was pulled from the vehicle in a critical condition but died at the scene.
It's just a timely reminder, people, we need to be really safe on our roads. We need to take a lot of care out there. Remember that fatal 5.
The Forensic Crash Unit has launched an investigation. 299 people died on Queensland roads last year, and this year has been just as traumatic for first responders.
It's been quite a horrific start to the year for emergency services, and we've had a lot of people pass away on our roads this year.
Inspector Barron says avoidable crashes are particularly hard for his crews to deal with.
We've had enough. We're not robots. It's not an easy thing for us. It's not a part of a job that we enjoy. We would love to see everybody safe on our roads, and we never go to motor vehicle crashes like this.
Matt Johnston, 7 News.
The arson squad is investigating after 2 cars were destroyed when a fire broke out in a Rangeville garage early.